at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Right to the air is Burrow. Dancing to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. We're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Gordon on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow looking to pass. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind current or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
11 MT.
And Burrow going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
11.
On third down, Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here we go. Whoa. 11 mighty.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
Here we go. 11 MT tank.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Here we go, here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, it's Taylor. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Herbert on first down now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
All right, ready?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And some room to maneuver. The 20. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a...
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, you know, it was arm strength, but got to put those doubts to rest right there. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Scotty Miller from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. The point after is good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. Play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Tanner Muse with it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Herbert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's complete. It's Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From his own end zone, Herbert. He's got a man complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Olave. 98 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Danico Autry is in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no game.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because
We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Burrow will throw. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First down, here's Burrow. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 4-yard line. 11. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And they turn the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derrick in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. And now here's another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This is Gordon on the dump-off. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Here we go.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First and 10, Taylor now. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. This one left side caught by Collins. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man downfield as Waddle has got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
On one, right? 12. Stop.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw, Burrow. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And this one is right down the middle. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they have secured a spot in the conference.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished. Put me